Greetings, friends, and welcome to the woods. A little while back, we were talking about the power dynamic between the master and the slave. And since I'd like to talk a little bit about strategic allies in our beautifully diverse and dualistic world, I'd like to roll that back a little bit and talk about the high side of the similar sort of relationship, that of a leader and a follower. Now, one of the problems with our society as it stands currently is we tend to elevate certain roles above others as if it would be wonderful to have a whole world full of leaders and warmongers and angry people who were going to shake everything up and change everything and be dominant and destroy everything, and the high competition. And there is a place for that, but it's a place. You don't want everybody to hold that role. Part of the reason why we celebrate those who are successful in holding certain things together is because there's just a few people who want to hold that role and are good at it. It doesn't mean that those of us who have auxiliary positions aren't equally important and powerful in a different way. But that's something that we really need to learn in this American, the US society, and in Western Europe. There's a lot of misunderstanding about truly the importance of holding different roles. Now, the high side of the leader and the followers is the leader holds the position, my side of the chessboard, power with. The leader holds the position of serving his followers or her followers. Ideally, you have a leadership role that involves both the feminine archetype and the masculine archetype. Notice I'm using the word archetype. It doesn't necessarily relate to your genitalia. The feminine being nurturing and receptive, and the masculine being active and protective. They help each other. They make each other stronger. So when you have a leadership situation where you have both of those archetypes involved, it's going to be stronger. Yes, one person can encapsulate both, but whenever you have one person holding both of those roles, it's more difficult for that person. It's more work. It's more complicated. So, the leader is the person with the vision. They know what needs to be accomplished. They know what needs to what needs to happen. They know what needs to be maintained. They hold the energy of getting from point A to point Z, the path. And they put their energy out there, sourced, linked, and thrown in the direction of where they want that energy to go. But not just for themselves, for the group. If you're a leader, you're holding that energy for a group. It could be a small group. It could be your family group. It could just be one or two people, or a dozen. It could be an organization, 100 people. It could be a nation with 1 million people. The leader holds the vision. This is what we want to accomplish. Puts the energy out there, but holds the energy for the people that he or she is leading, by the people he or she is leading and of the people he or she is leading. So the leader has to be able to marshal, to connect with the energy of those they're leading. Marshal that energy into the vision of where they want to take things. And then move it forward. And as they move things forward, they're the initiator. They bring along those who are assisting the follower, the leader. The followers push the leader forward, give the leader energy and momentum. The leader charts the course and keeps them on course and corrects the course should the vision change or should circumstances change around them that requires a shift in direction. We're talking navigation again, but we want to focus on leadership. With leadership, you're dealing with a group. You're marshaling the group energies all together. You have to be able to link with them. You have to be able to hold them together to keep them working with you. You have to give them a sense of what is being accomplished or what the vision is so they can lend their efforts to it. And a good leader will know how to get support, how to, if necessary, delegate. We need this type of energy. You're good at this. We need this type of energy. You're good at that. And to bring it, homogenize it, and bring it together for the purpose that has been stated. To keep the morale going so the energy keeps flowing in the direction they need it to go. It's not an easy task. And that's why certain people don't want it. Some people, most people, would rather leave the leadership up to others. You want a leader who understands what they're doing in the task they've set for themselves. If the leadership is of a school, you want somebody who has been a teacher. If the leadership is of, say, a hospital, you want somebody who's been a doctor or a nurse. You want somebody who understands the vision, the task, the responsibility. When you get to the low side of that, then you have the master and the slave. And it functions differently. But since I appear to have crises going on around me, we're going to have to leave that discussion for tomorrow. And welcome to the woods.